watching this live stream of Marion High School athletics on the Wildcat Gameday. The action is brought to you by the Swinford Media Group and all of our sponsors. Watermark Auto Group, John A. Logan College, Black Diamond Family of Businesses, Illinois Army National Guard, Deaconess Illinois Medical Center, Binkley-Ross Funeral Home, Legence Bank, First Southern Bank, Bank of Herrin, Banterra Bank, Garner State Farm Insurance, Paul Jacobs for Senate, SouthernTrust Bank, Marion Plumbing, Austin Dickson, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Anderson Boys Trash Service, The Roofing Guys, Anderson's Furniture, SIU Credit Union, Clark Natural Stone, Kemper CPA Group, Wit Wisdom, The Hub Recreation Center, The Print Shop, Blush and Ivory Bridal Boutique, Moreland, Bishop McDonald's,
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cuss Wilson Gymnasium here at Marion High School, where it is Wildcat Game Day. It is the final home game of the regular season for the Wildcat boys, the varsity, as they take on Mount Vernon in South 7 Conference action. I'm Bill Swinford. Riley Swinford will be joining us to do the play-by-play in just a bit. It is senior night, so we'll have some senior night festivities, and those will be coming up pretty quickly. We also have our Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show, where we tell you what we know, where we've been, where we're going, and this season is winding down. So this is a big one. This gym is filling up fast. It's going to be a packed crowd tonight coming out to wish the seniors well, and it should be a very good game. Last time these two teams met, they went to overtime in Mount Vernon. So we will honor our seniors right now. We're going to turn it over to Ross Swinford at the controls of our camera. Maddie Dunning, the first senior cheerleader being introduced, and we'll just let the PA announcer take it from here.
Herrin Grisham, escorted by Rick and Jodine Grisham. Kiana Payne, escorted by Natalie Payne. Michaela Rowat, escorted by Vince and Crystal Rowat. Senior dance team members, coached by Laura Sanders. Kaylin Porter, escorted by Tim and Melissa Porter.
These would be senior dance team members now.
Ivory Oates, escorted by Keith and Sarah Oates. Layla Springbloom, escorted by Brian and Wendy Springbloom.
And now here will be your senior boys basketball players.
Sam Atkins, escorted by Mark and Elena Atkins.
Sam Atkins, senior, who's played several years at the varsity level and the starter. Planning to attend Southeast Missouri State to play football next year. Benji Bates, usually one of the first players off the bench for the Wildcats, a key role player at guard.
Dustin Edwards, escorted by Keith Potts and Colina Edwards.
Dustin Edwards, a member of the key support staff for this team as a team manager, also a senior, being honored.
And Callahan Roper, escorted by Tom and Allison Roper.
And Callahan Roper, another two-year starter for the Wildcats, coming out with his parents, Tom and Allison, just announced this past week. Callahan's going to be playing quarterback at Murray State.
That they've spent over the past several years to make yourselves not just better athletes, but better individuals.
So here's a look at your seniors.
To the senior parents for their support of our athletic programs, and especially for your dedication in helping your son or daughter achieve their goals and better themselves as athletes and people. Seniors, through your efforts, through your commitment, through your hard work, you've changed your minds along with your bodies. You've grown in every aspect of your lives. You are indeed a credit to our school, a credit to our community, a credit to your parents, and most importantly, a credit to yourselves. Good luck, and may you always remember the blue and gold of Marion High School. Wildcat fans, your winter sports seniors.
And a big hand from these Wildcat fans for their senior basketball players, dance team members, and cheerleaders. All who, of course, have a big role in these varsity basketball games here at Wilson Gym. This is the last one of the season, therefore it's senior night. Got a good group of Marion Maniacs out. Band is out in force. They'll introduce senior band members later. Congratulations to our seniors. It's going to be a lot of emotion, but they have one thing on their mind right now, I guarantee, and that is to beat Mount Vernon. We have our entire Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show still to come. We got at least 15 minutes until game time, so we'll take a break to hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll be back with our pregame show after this on Wildcat Game Day.
Hi, Wildcat fans. I'm Brad Poole, president of the Watermark Auto Group. I invite you to come experience the fastest, friendliest, and fairest car buying in our little corner of the world. Our friendly sales representatives will provide you in writing with our best price, trade value, monthly payments, all within minutes of your request. No pressure, no hurdles, no tricks, and no surprises. Experience the Watermark difference for yourself at Watermark Ford Hyundai or Watermark Nissan of Marion. Fast, friendly, fair. That's Watermark.
It's never too late to rewrite your story. Charge into your future at John A. Logan College.
At Deaconess, Illinois, we have redefined what it means to receive the care you deserve close to home. For residents throughout Southern Illinois, we're committed to providing the highest quality care using the most advanced technology. We're also making your experience as comfortable and convenient as possible. Deaconess, Illinois MyChart allows you to manage your appointments, view your test results, and communicate with your providers. Deaconess, Illinois, where advanced medicine and compassionate care come together just for you.
Black Black Diamond Harley-Davidson presents Why I Ride.
Hi, I'm Les Ingram, and this is Why I Ride. I taught special education for 28 years. I haven't drank in 34 years. I needed something to relieve the stress, and the bike does it wonderfully. I've been riding 34 years. I currently have, through the Harley Owners Group, Ride 365, I have 649,607 miles. As a matter of fact, I don't want to go anywhere unless I'm traveling on the Harley.
It's the Mattress Mania sale going on now at Anderson's family of stores. For 1 week only, all bedding is on sale. Plus, get same-day delivery on most mattresses, a 90-day sleep guarantee, and up to 5 years interest-free financing. So you can rest assured you have the perfect mattress no matter what. From the Mattress Mania sale, going on now at Anderson's family of stores.
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress, home of the savings giant.
At Legence Bank, we make it easy to achieve your financial goals. Working with small businesses, farmers, and individuals, we strive to be your partner in convenient, local, and personalized banking solutions. From investing in your priorities to helping our community grow, we're committed to making a difference at Legence Bank.
I always know I can count on the people at Legence to answer my questions and connect me to the services I need.
We have you covered with a range of fraud prevention tools to keep your accounts safe and secure. With real-time debit card alerts, advanced encryption, and card controls, you can stay one step ahead of fraud with these security features.
Legence Bank supports you on and off the field. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to Cuss Wilson Gym. It's time for Wildcat Game Day. We have both varsity teams on the court now. The JV game was completed just a bit ago as Mount Vernon knocked off Marion 61-47. Just a second ago, we had our senior night festivities, as we hope you were watching for that, as we had our seniors introduced, at least to some of them. There'll be some other seniors that are involved in programming that will be honored later in the game. Riley Swinford will come join us here in a little bit. I'm Bill Swinford, bringing you the Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show here on the Swinford Media Group. It's nice to have you with us. Before we start talking about what has been going on with the Wildcats recently, let's go ahead and take a look at what's to come. They are having their final regular season game tonight. It's also their final home game of the season, the senior night. This is actually a game that was postponed due to weather, and so this wasn't originally on the schedule for tonight, but it's a big game for both these teams as they try to build some momentum going into the postseason. Their next game, the Wildcats, will be at the Mascoutah Regional next Wednesday, the 25th, as they are in the 4 and 5 seed game. They'll be taking on Mascoutah as the 4 seed, Mascoutah being the 5th seed. The winner of that game will then go on to play the winner of the 1 and 8 game between number 1 seed East St. Louis and number 8 seed Waterloo. So all that's to come next week, but we got a game to win tonight here at home. Marion is coming off a win over their cross-county rival Herrin just this past Tuesday night in non-conference play, and is trying to make it 2 wins over rivals in a row to wrap up the regular season. So other recent results since our last stream, when they beat Confluence Prep here at home, they did win over Paducah Tillman on February 9th. In that game, Micaiah House led with 25 points. Cam Curry, 17, and Sam Atkins, one of our seniors being honored tonight, had 12, and that gave them 4 straight wins at that point. Again, that game was on February 9th over Paducah Tillman. But that nice little roll they were on came to a screeching halt on February 13th as Centralia, as they lost a tough one, 45-26 at Centralia. They trailed 13-1 after 1 quarter. They just could not get it going early in that game. 24-8 was a halftime score, and then they trailed 37-16 after the 3rd quarter. It was a tough night for the Wildcats on their last ever South 7 road trip to Centralia's Crowd Arena, as the Centralia Orphans are moving out of the South 7 after this season. But as we told you, On Tuesday, they got back on track at Herrin. Herrin did lead 13-11 after the first quarter, but then Marion took a 27-19 lead at the half over at Memorial Gymnasium in Herrin. Marion led just 35-34 after the third quarter, and they held on to win 56-47. Cam Curry in that game scored 24. Mackay House had 10. Sam Atkins 9. Blake Blue 7. Callahan Roper, another senior, scored 3. Donnie Spence 2, and Benji Bates, another senior, scored a point. We are going to come back and tell you a little bit about Mount Vernon and get you ready for tonight's game after another break here on our Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show.
Hey, this is Michael Anderson, owner of Anderson Boys Trash Service. We are locally owned and operated. We are reliable and affordable. Weekly trash service. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I appreciate you, and my family appreciate the business.
Now serving residential and commercial properties with roll-off dumpster rentals available. Call 618-925-1215 or find us on Facebook at Anderson Boys Trash Service.
At The Hub, we're not just a fitness center. We're a community powered by people who care. Our dedicated staff will guide you every step of the way on our world-class fitness floor. Dive into fun in our aquatic center. And with our fitness and aquatics classes, there's something for everyone. Join us for family events that bring our community closer. We're people-powered and we are here for you, creating a fitness experience that feels like family. Join us today at The Hub, where health and happiness meet.
Welcome to Wit Wisdom, located at 202 North Market in downtown Marion, Illinois. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. Stop in and check out our spirit wear, custom tees, embroidery services, and more, all in a historical boutique setting. Check us out anytime online at www.witandwisdomstore.com.
Hi, I'm Tyler Young with the print shop here in Marion. We're on the square. We just got done doing some perforated vinyl here at Swinford Publications. So this is the vinyl that you can see out, but people can't see in, and it gives a nice little look and feel to a number of different kinds of businesses. So come see us at the print shop. We're at 1112 North Carbon. Next to AutoZone behind Hardee's.
We are at Wilson Gym for Wildcat Gameday as the Marion Wildcats are taking on the Mount Vernon Rams in this regular season closer and South 7 season closer for both of these teams. We're going to tell you a little bit about the last time these two teams met. But first we will remind you where we are with our season record for Marion right now stands at 15-11, 3-4 in the conference, which puts them right in the middle of the 5-member South 7. Petralia is at the top undefeated 7-0. Mount Vernon 5-2, and Marion at 3-4. All of these positions seem to be pretty locked up, although Marion does need to get a win tonight. Carbondale is 2-5. Cahokia is 1-7. Their only win was over Marion. For the season, Marion is 8-2 at home and 6-3 on the road. You take that any time. 8-2 at home and 6-3 on the road, but it's those darn neutral side games. 7 neutral side games, and Marion lost 6 of them this season. That's hurting their overall record, and really kind of kept killing a little bit of momentum that they had going. So they got to crank this up. They got that win on Tuesday against Herrin. They got a great opportunity to keep that going with a chance to knock off Mount Vernon. Last time we played Mount Vernon, we lost in overtime, 61-57, as Mackay House scored 23, Cam Curry 17, and Blue had 11 in that game. Mount Vernon was led by L.J. Shelby with 24 points, Cale Maurer with 12, Eli Pro had 10, Daniel Nelson had 9. David Barnes, one of their starters and better players, was missing in action that night, yet Mount Vernon still managed to pull out the win, 61-57 in overtime. One thing that my crack sidekick Ross Swinford at the controls has already noticed is that Cale Maurer, who had 12 in our last meeting, is sitting in street clothes on the Mount Vernon bench tonight. So it appears another key player for Mount Vernon will miss this one, and David Barnes is back. Mount Vernon's 21-7 overall, 5-2 in the South 7, as we told you. Their head coach is Tim Holloway. We'll be back after one more break to take a look at our Legence players to bank on and our Watermark Auto Group keys to the game.
Hi, I'm Tyler Young with the Print.
Since 1999, Clark Natural Stone is a family-owned business that strives to not only offer you the best selection of rock and mulch in the country, but also provide you with the best service. Clark Natural Stone Slinger Truck is a great option when you need rock, sand, or gravel placed in an area not easily accessible to a conventional dump bed. To schedule your delivery or to ask any questions, call 618-997-3889 or visit our website, clarknaturalstone.com.
Hi, I'm Joni, Director at Binkley-Ross Funeral Homes. When you're faced with loss, it's comforting to know that someone who understands your pain is here to help. That's why I brought Blue and Mitchell Hughes Funeral Homes back under local ownership alongside Binkley-Ross Funeral Home. We've been serving Marion and Williamson County families with compassion and care for years, and we know how important it is to feel supported in your time of need. If you have questions or concerns about your previous arrangements, we're here to support you with understanding and kindness. You can always rely on us for honesty, respect, and care you deserve. Marion is not only my home, Marion is my heart.
Contact Kenya Garner for an auto quote today.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
It is the Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show. We're going to wrap it up here as we've just got a little under 3 minutes until game time, until we have the starting lineups introduced and the national anthem. Just enough time to take a look at our Legence Bank players to bank on for tonight's game as the Wildcats take on Mount Vernon in South 7 action. All right, of course, for the Wildcats, 3 key players always to bank on are Micaiah House, who leads the team in scoring with 18 points per game. Just a sophomore. Cam Curry, the junior, with 15 points, 6 points per game, and Blake Blue, another junior, averaging 10. Those are the 3 averaging in double figures for Marion. But I will tell you, as we now look at our Watermark Auto Group keys to the game, that would be really nice to be able to bank on a great night from our seniors tonight. Senior night win would be fantastic. To have the seniors do extra well tonight would be even better. 2 starting seniors, Sam Atkins and Callahan Roper, both have it in them to get into double figures. Boy, it'd be nice to get at least one of them up there among the top scorers and to contribute heavily to. Now this game will be low on scoring, as most games against Mount Vernon are, so every shot at the basket is going to be crucial for Marion. It'd be nice to see everybody, including our seniors, hitting. Benji Bates coming off the bench as well. Let's get a win for these seniors, those 3 along with manager Dustin Edwards. And we'll finish the regular season on a winning note if we do that, as we get ready for the postseason starting next Wednesday in Mascoutah. That gives us momentum heading into the postseason, and it will, of course, be satisfying for these, especially these seniors, that avenge the overtime loss to Mount Vernon at Mount Vernon earlier this year. The buzzer has sounded. That means we got about a minute until the national anthem cranks up. The Wildcat Pep Band is in the house under the direction of Joel Kirby. Got a ton of Marion Maniacs out for this game. And we've got the ROTC students that will present the colors here in just a moment. What a great atmosphere and a packed house tonight. We got a big group of Mount Vernon fans down to see this this final South 7 matchup of the season here in Marion. It's Bill Swinford bringing you Wildcat Game Day. You've been watching our Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show. We're about ready for action. In just a little bit, Riley Swinford will join us. And when he gets here, he'll take over the play-by-play. Meanwhile, let's all prepare for the presenting of the colors and our national anthem.
Wilson Gymnasium for tonight's the Gym Senior Night, featuring the visiting Mount Vernon Rams and your Marion Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please direct your attention to center court? We'd like to recognize and celebrate someone who's meant so much to Marion High School athletics, our incredible athletic secretary, Tiffany Hamoya. Tiffany's going to be retiring at the end of the school year, and while we're excited for her next chapter, it's impossible to fully put into words what she's meant to our Wildcat family.
This is a nice gesture for Tiffany Hamoya. We all love Tiffany. She has been instrumental in helping Ryan Gadisky and the administration. This is a surprise for Tiffany, I can tell.
From the smallest details to the biggest moments, she's played a vital role in the success. Championships, special events, long nights, early mornings, she's been at the heart of it all. Athletic Director Ryan Gadisky shares that he's incredibly thankful for his time working alongside Tiffany. He credits much of his success over the last 10 years to her loyalty, dedication, and unmatched work ethic. She's been a great teammate that he could ever ask for. Simply put, could not have done it without her. Tiffany, thank you for your commitment, your passion, and your unwavering support of Marion Athletics. You'll always be a Wildcat, and you will forever be a part of our story. Wildcat fans, let her hear it, and thank Tiffany. Fans, we remind you that interscholastic activities are an extension of the classroom. We ask that you respect the efforts of all the participants involved with a positive display of sportsmanship. Negative comments, cheers, chants, or behavior directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or teams will not be tolerated. During the contest, please be supportive and show your appreciation for the efforts of both teams as you enjoy tonight's game. And now, would you please rise for the entrance of the colors by the Marion High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard. Please remain standing until the colors have left the court. Tonight's Color Guard members include Commander, Cadet Second Lieutenant Skyla Baker, Air Force Flag, Cadet Second Lieutenant Avery Mann, Front Guard, Cadet Airman Caleb Bice, and Rear Guard, Cadet Airman Dalen Bates. We ask that you please face the flag. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem is performed by the MHS Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Joel Kirby.
There's our national anthem, presented by the MHS Pet Band and the ROTC. We're going to have our starting lineups here in just a moment.
Thank you. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Vernon Rams. At forward, number 1, David Barnes.
David Barnes, a 6'4", 180-pound junior. Lucas Shelby Jr. led the Rams last time these two met.
At forward, number 12, Eli Pro.
Eli Pro, 6'4", 170-pound senior.
At guard, number 14, Xavion Nesbitt.
Xavion Nesbitt is a 6'1" guard.
And at center, number 32, Jordan Sledge.
And Jordan Sledge, 6'5", 180 pounds. That's center for the Mount Vernon Rams, of course, who are coached by Tim Holloway. Over on that bench is former Rams coach Doug Creel, helping out as one of the assistants. After the Rams cheer, they will drop the lights, and we will see the Wildcats starting lineup. It does appear that the Wildcats will introduce their seniors, including their manager during these starting lineups, and Benji Bates may be getting a start as well as a senior, getting a start along with fellow senior Sam Atkins and Callahan Roper. There's a lot of build-up before the lineups are introduced here at Wilson Gym. Thanks again for watching our Binkley-Ross Funeral Home pregame show, and thanks to Binkley-Ross Funeral Home for sponsoring our pregame shows all season long on Wildcat Gameday. It's a tradition that usually is held up here at Marion, where they try to start as many seniors as possible on senior night, and that's the case tonight, as all of the seniors on the Wildcats are introduced as starters, including Benji Bates, usually one of the first players off the bench anyway, so no problem there. Manager Dustin Edwards was also introduced. That's a nice touch, as he welcomed each of the starters out on the court. We're about ready to get underway here at Cuss Wilson Gym for Wildcat Game Day. It's the final regular season game, final regular season home game, final regular season conference game, and a great opportunity for Marion to go strong into the postseason with a win tonight. Let's see if we can pull that off as Cam Curry jumps center. And he wins that tip. Congratulations to Cam. Getting up there, getting that tip. Blake Blue usually jumps center, junior center, but he is starting on the bench, so the seniors can all start. Benji's going to take a shot from the corner. Doesn't go. Mount Vernon the other way. Lucas Shelby Jr. with the ball right now. He was the leading scorer last time these two teams matched up. Wildcats starting out in the zone. Mount Vernon's going to take their time no matter what. Be interesting to see how things change with the introduction of the shot clock next year. Mount Vernon known for their very slow, very careful approach on the offensive end. Waiting for that good shot. That wasn't a very careful pass. It went out of bounds. Mount Vernon turns the ball over. No score just underway here.
Officials timeout.
The Rams' deliberate style has served them well and often gives Marion fits. We'll see what Gus Gillespie's strategy is this time around. They feed it inside the Mackay house. He's in a tussle for it, and that's going to go to the Rams as they have the alternate possession. Nesbitt with the ball, trying to drive it into the lane, dishes it. Ball tipped away and stolen by Cam Curry. Wildcats try for an easy basket. Nice behind the back pass from the senior Benji Bates. Sam Atkins couldn't finish. And we're back the other way. Still no score on the board. 5:40 left in this first quarter. And Mount Vernon gets on the board first. David Barnes with 2. Curry's got Bates. Bates threw a pretty behind the back pass last time down the court. This time it's a turnover. And Barnes gets 2 more. Barnes has got all the points tonight, 4-0, and Gus Gillespie wants a quick timeout. 5 minutes left. Our timeouts are being brought to you by Dr. Michael Lawler, who provides primary care for adults here in Marion. Thanks, Dr. Lawler. We'll be back right after this.
Your dream wedding gown awaits at Blush & Ivory Bridal, the most recommended bridal boutique in Southern Illinois. At Blush & Ivory, you won't be lost in the crowd. With every private appointment, the entire boutique is yours. Just you, your loved ones, and your personal stylist. Together, you'll discover a curated selection of gowns, veils, and accessories to create the bridal look you've always imagined. And say yes to the dress that brings out the bride in you. Schedule your private appointment today at Blush & Ivory Bridal, 307 North Market Street in Marion. Call 618-982-926.
And for your continued support of the
We're here at Wilson Gym. We are in first quarter action, 4-0 Mount Vernon early on. It's senior night. During that last timeout, the Marion Unit 2 Foundation presented a $12,000 big oversized check to the school district to fund grants, classroom grants for the fall. One of the many things that that organization raises money for, is to help out teachers with classroom projects and grants, and that's $12,000 toward those grants. They also announced they're going to be giving away over $50,000 in scholarships this year. Marion's still trying to get on the board. It's going to be a foul under the basket, and it'll be out, ball out under the basket for Marion. Mount Vernon playing their usual deliberate style of ball tonight, and Marion having a hard time penetrating the lane so far. Both teams out early in a zone. Blake Blue, number 32, junior center, now in the game. Callahan into Sam Atkins, who finds Mackay over in this corner, and he hits a three. So House gets three, and the Wildcats are on the board. House is just a sophomore. We're letting go of some great seniors very soon, but we got some great returners, including our leading scorer, Mackay House, number 15. Just a sophomore. Had a great season. Well short for Mount Vernon. Blake Blue's got it, but he gets it knocked away. Mount Vernon back the other way. Each possession just feels so crucial in when you play Mount Vernon, because it's tough to get shots off. David Barnes already with 6 points, all 6 for Mount Vernon, as they lead 6-3. 3:15 here in this first quarter. Inside to Atkins, back out to Blue. He'll often shoot a three, but Cam Curry's going to take one. In and out. Marion's got their own stifling defense going on right now. Going to call that foul, looks like, on Blue.
Marion foul number 32, Blake Blue, his first, team first, at the line shooting 2, David Barnes.
And we got a timeout. We'll be back with more Wildcat Game Day right after this.
I'm excited to represent Southern Illinois when playing basketball for SIU, and it's important to me to give back to this region. That's important to Banterra Bank also, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to be a customer. They support their communities, and with their mobile app, I can check my accounts, make payments, and more, all on my time. Plus, they offer a Saluki Visa debit card that supports SIU scholarships and athletics.
That was an easy one for me.
Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Well, Marion's ready to go. They are already out there waiting for the free throws that Mount Vernon will be shooting. We got a busy week here on Switford Media Group. Not me so much as my sidekick Ross, who has been up at Red Lake College's Gymnasium, broadcasting a lot of the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association games, including Marion's games, as Marion played to a third-place finish in the Class L finals. There's a look at Marion's team. They had a great game, took eventual state champion to the wire before losing. Forget who that is, Ross. Whiteside out of Belleville. Barnes has every single point. David Barnes, number 1, every single point for Mount Vernon so far. Marion's got 1 bucket. provided by Mackay House on a three-pointer. And another turnover for Marion.
Final balance off Marion.
Five-point lead in a Mount Vernon game just feels bigger than in most games. It's tough. Marion's got to eliminate those turnovers, and they're doing a good job of forcing Mount Vernon to take those kind of shots, but Mount Vernon now hitting them. That's Lucas Shelby Jr. Somebody other than Barnes scores for Mount Vernon. They've got an 8-point lead here. Callahan Roper inside to Sam Atkins, who hasn't knocked away. So far, Mount Vernon outplaying the Wildcats. David Barnes, once again, 10 points already. Marion sometimes starts slow and then they crank it up. Let's see if that's going to happen in the second quarter. See if Gus has got the right thing to say to them. Right now, there's just a lot of that going on. Ball's being knocked away as they try to feed it inside. But a lot of turnovers so far for Marion, not even getting enough shots off. Another long attempt by Shelby Jr. He misses. Mount Vernon's able to salvage it. A little travel in the lane by Nesbitt, and Wildcats, with a minute left here in this first quarter, need a bucket. Mackay House doing the right thing, getting in that lane, taking control, and scoring. Mackay's got all of Marion's points with 5. And I predict Mount Vernon will hold for one shot. Gus wanting the Wildcats to force the action just a little bit more. This Mount Vernon offense can cause a lot of anxiety for opposing benches. Mackay cuts him off on the baseline and knocks it off Mount Vernon's player. So Marion, with 3.4 seconds, has a shot to get one more bucket on the board. Let's see who's going to take the long one. Cam Curry's going to dribble down. He's going to launch one. Oh, just short. 13-5 is our score after one here at Cuss Wilson Gym. We'll be back with more Wildcat Game Day right after this.
Do you feel like your business is sinking in accounting and payroll work? Are business taxes and confusing technology dragging you down? Call the experts at Kemper CPA Group. We'll answer your questions and give you the tools to keep your business afloat.
Back, the coaches at Crown Brew getting coffee.
Cuss Wilson Gym, Wildcat Game Day. You know, it's senior night here, but we've been already talking about Marion's future. Here's a great part of it. This is the Wildcat freshman boys team, finished 18-0 this year. So again, more signs of a healthy future with sophomore Mackay House on the court tonight as Marion's leading scorer, and several other juniors that are key, including Cam Curry, number 24 there, and Blake Blue. So plenty to get excited about for next year, but we got more basketball this year. And it's senior night. We got to get the seniors a win here. We've gotten off to a tough start. 13-5 after one. We're in the second quarter. Mount Vernon has got a clear shot to the hoop again. That's Lucas Shelby Jr. got two, and he's going to go to the line.
Wildcat foul number 24, Cam Curry, his first.
That's Cam Curry's first foul.
At the line, shooting one, Lucas Shelby Jr.
And he makes his free throw. Mount Vernon doing a lot right so far. They're hitting their free throws. They are hitting the shots that they're taking. Curry's going to take it all the way, but gets it blocked. Sometimes Curry's hard to stop in those moments, but Mount Vernon found a way to shut him down and get down here to draw another foul. Marion, no answers right now.
Foul number 22, Callahan Roper, his first.
That's Callahan Roper's first foul.
At the line, shooting two, David Barnes.
David Barnes, who already has 10, misses his first free throw there. Hit two in the first quarter. Remember that these two teams went to overtime in their last meeting at Mount Vernon, 61-57. David Barnes was missing in that game. Of course, David Barnes is showing that he was badly missed anytime he's not on the court, since he's got most of the points scored tonight. But Cale Maurer, who had 12 in that game for Mount Vernon, is on the bench tonight in street clothes. So Barnes missing both of his free throws. Maybe Marion can get something going now, as Barnes gave him a little bit of a reprieve there. Boy, every pass being contested.
Mount Vernon foul on 0, Deshaun Staples.
Mount Vernon playing a stifling defense. Benji Bates, the senior, back into the game. Number 2, that's him with the ball there now. Every pass has got to include a pump fake, a fake pass, a misdirection, something to throw the defense off balance. That'll work. Mackay House. Again, all of Marion's points tonight from Mackay House, who has 7. 16-7. Okay, that looks a little healthier. Let's see if we can build on that. Need a stop. Cam Curry going to be coming back in a moment. Marion playing pretty good defense. Mount Vernon's hitting a lot of long shots, although they missed that one. And there's another stop for Marion. As I said, Marion sometimes can be quarter by quarter. And they had a bad first one. Let's see if their second quarter makes up for it. Blue's going to drive the baseline. He's going to go up for 2, and he scores, and he's fouled. That's huge. Nice decision by Blake Blue there. They gave him the baseline, and he took it. He'll get a chance for a 3-point play as Cam Curry comes in and Callahan Roper goes to the bench.
Cam Curry at the line, shooting 1, Blake Blue.
And Blake hits it. So now we got something going. 16-10. That's manageable. Another stop would be nice right here. 6:04 left in the second period now. Senior night at Cuss Wilson Gym. Riley Swinford's going to be joining us here before long to take it from here. I'm Bill Swinford. It's been a pleasure being with you here on Wildcat Game Day. Lots of basketball left. This game could go anywhere from here. The Wildcats keep forcing those outside shots. It's going to catch up to Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon taking their time as usual. Again, good defense by the Wildcats. Mount Vernon now even having a hard time getting the outside shots. Into the lane, back out. Oh, they got blue on the foul in the corner. That'll be Eli Pro going to the line.
At the line shooting 2 for the Rams, Eli Pro.
We're going to welcome Riley Swinford to the booth. And after Eli shoots his free throws here, he'll take it from here.
3-shot foul.
3 shots for Pro.
Missed the second one. So 2 straight misses for Eli Pro. A chance to put Mount Vernon up as many as 9 if he would have hit all 3. But he missed the first 2 and a chance to at least get 1 here. Missed. Oh, it fell in. 1 of 3 for Pro. And now it's 17-10 Mount Vernon as Curry brings it up right to left. Roper to Curry. Over to Roper. Kicks out Curry. Long 2, good. Good shot there by Cam Curry. Cam's first 2 points of the game. Marion's within 5, 17-12. So that 1 for 3 at the line for Pro could prove to be costly, as Mount Vernon could have really taken control here in the first half, but instead Marion's now within 5. Barnes thought about the 3 in the corner. He draws a trap. Marion's playing a little zone and trapping out of it. Top of the key, it's Shelby. Nearly stolen by Curry. That's Pro back to Shelby. They play pitch and catch. Pro doesn't hit the rim. Run out opportunity for Marion. House. Right hand on the left side goes. House now has 9. And Mount Vernon's going to have to burn a timeout as Marion has stormed back into this ball game. 17-14 with 4:01 to go in the first half. We'll be right back here live on the Marion Stars Wildcat Game Day.
Hi Wildcat fans, I'm Brad Poole, president of the Watermark Auto Group. I invite you to come experience the fastest, friendliest, and fairest car buying in our little corner of the world. Our friendly sales representatives will provide you in writing with our best price, trade value, monthly payments, all within minutes of your request. No pressure, no hurdles, no tricks, and no surprises. Experience the Watermark difference for yourself at Watermark Ford Hyundai or Watermark Nissan of Marion. Fast, friendly, fair. That's Watermark.
Welcome back here live at Wilson Gym. This is now Riley Swinford. Bill Swinford got us started. He is now on to another assignment, so I will be finishing the game. As Marion has made it a good game, as Marion now shows a little full court 1-2-2 trap action coming out of the timeout. They have pulled within 17-14. The zone's giving Mount Vernon some trouble. Barnes up over blue, and it goes. And David Barnes has been a one-man wrecking show for the Rams in this first half. And now Curry with the lob, missed it. Gets his own board, powers it up and in. Cam Curry's getting going. 1 possession game. Mount Vernon trying to slow the tempo. Shelby at the top of the key. Over to Nesbitt. Back to Shelby. Long 3, no. Rebound House. Taken from him by Staples. Kicks out to Barnes. Mount Vernon with an extra possession. Now Barnes drives in the lane and a charge. Blue stepped over and took the charge as Barnes went in out of control, and referee Brian Shaw calls the charge. And Marion now with the chance to cut it to 1 or tie it here. under 3 minutes to go in the first half. First foul on Barnes. Curry working on Pro to the rim and draws the foul, and now Curry will go to the line. So after a slow start in this game for both the Wildcats and Curry, no coincidence that those two go hand in hand. As Marion goes, as Cam goes, he's really the heart and soul of this team. And Cam will have a chance for 2 free throws here at the line. 2:44 to go in our first half. First free throw back the rim, no good. Bates, the senior, will check in. Blue will sit down. Blue has 2 fouls, so they're being careful with Blake. Splits a pair. He now has 5. Mount Vernon patiently working around. Pro in the corner. Shot fakes. Kicks back out. Shelby splits 2 defenders. Gets in the lane. Shot altered by Atkins, but they get the foul. Foul against Atkins. Senior here on senior night gets whistled for his first foul. And at the line is Shelby Jr. Artie's made 1 free throw in this game. He's got 6 points. He's got that right hand taped up. We'll see how that affects his shot here. Spins it. Free throw is no good. Shooting into those maniacs down there under the basket. Mount Vernon has a nice student section here as well. Nice crowd, I'd say probably 80% full here at Wilson Gym tonight. Shelby missed them both, and Mount Vernon's struggling at the line. Marion with the chance to tie or take the lead. Curry working on Shelby, kicks out Roper. Marion, no need to rush here. They leave Roper all alone out there. Now it's Curry. Mount Vernon now dropping back into some zone. Roper looks over to House in the corner, back to Roper. Roper swings it, Curry. Extra one, Bates, the senior, right corner. 3 goes on senior night. Big 3 for Bates, puts Marion up 1. And a shot he won't soon forget as Marion has taken the lead as the first half winds down. Marion still in their 1-2-2 trap action as Nesbitt holds out near the Marion M at half court under a minute 30 to go before halftime. Mount Vernon's coach Holloway all out on the floor calling out instructions. After a slow start, Marion has taken control of this game. Nesbitt in the corner, gets down to Barnes. Atkins tries to draw a charge, no whistle. Mount Vernon retakes the lead. Barnes has 14 of the Rams' 21 points. Minute to go before halftime. Marion's going to try to hold for at least the best shot, if not the last shot. Under 45 seconds now. Next time we play a home game in this gym, we will have the shot clock. As IHSA rules will include a 35-second shot clock next season. They're already installed up there, as this will be the last regular season varsity contest in this gym without it. Under 20 seconds to go. Marion calls out the play. They're going to start at 10. Curry will trigger. Now it's Bates. He just hit that 3. Now to Atkins. Back to Curry. They want Bates, but they slip Atkins off the back door. Mount Vernon overplayed Bates, and Atkins, a senior, gets his first bucket of the game to give Marion the halftime lead, and a great play call at the end of the half by Marion. And the Wildcats go to the locker room up 1, 22-21 in this regular season finale. Don't go anywhere. We'll have our John A. Logan College halftime show. We'll talk about some recent happenings in Marion athletics. We'll honor some more seniors, and we'll look at the state champion dance team's state championship routine as they come onto the floor with their state trophy. We'll be back with our John A. Logan College halftime show right after this.
It's never too late to rewrite your story. Charge into your future at John A. Logan College.
At Deaconess, Illinois, we have redefined what it means to receive the care you deserve close to home. For residents throughout Southern Illinois, we're committed to providing the highest quality care using the most advanced technology. We're also making your experience as comfortable and convenient as possible. Deaconess, Illinois MyChart allows you to manage your appointments, view your test results, and communicate with your providers. Deaconess, Illinois, where advanced medicine and compassionate care come together just for you.
We're back here at halftime at Cuss Wilson Gym. We've got an extended halftime tonight, which means an extended John A. Logan College halftime show coming to you as the Wildcats lead the Rams 22-21. Down on the floor right now, you're seeing some more senior recognition here on senior night as they are honoring some of the other senior participants in Marion winter activities down on the floor. We've got some Winter Guard members. We'll see the dance team performing down on the court here in a moment. Senior band members also being introduced right now down on the court. So a memorable night for these seniors, and Marion is trying to make it even more memorable with a big win over Mount Vernon here tonight. This is also our Gold Rush game for the Marion Unit 2 Foundation. Marion Unit 2 Foundation is having its annual Jam the Gym Gold Rush fundraiser to raise funds for classroom projects and scholarships in the Marion Unit 2 district. So a lot of extra gold, those special t-shirts that they sold for Jam the Gym. They're having raffles and auctions as well down on the baseline to our left. So a lot going on here tonight. A really nice crowd. Mount Vernon traveled very well as well tonight, bringing some fans down 57 for this big South 7 Conference showdown. And so far the game has lived up to the hype after a slow start where Mount Vernon was really in control in the first quarter. Marion made some adjustments, changed their defensive pressure, and really flipped the script in the second quarter, and a nice play call at the end of the quarter to get Atkins loose on a backdoor play gave Marion a 22-21 lead heading into the locker room. And after this extended halftime, you just hope they don't lose the momentum coming out in the second half after you have to, you feel good, you rush into the locker room, all the adrenaline, all the momentum, and then you have to go sit for 15 minutes. So hopefully Marion can pick up right back where they left off when the second half starts. It will be Mount Vernon ball in the third quarter. But Inside the Numbers brought to you by Kemper CPA Group LLP as we recap the first half as they continue the senior recognition down on the court with all the senior band members. For Mount Vernon, it's really been Lucas Shelby and David Barnes running the show. They have combined for 20 of Mount Vernon's 21 points. Barnes has 14, Shelby has 6. The only other point came on a free throw by Eli Pro, Carson's brother, when he made one of 3 free throws for the only other point not from Shelby or Barnes. So it's no secret with Cal Maurer out of this game It's instead of a three-headed monster, it's a two-headed monster with Barnes and Shelby. And Marion, if you can take at least one of those guys, if not both of them away, can give themselves an opportunity. Marion, on the other hand, much more balanced up and down the score sheet. Marion does not have anyone in double figures. Mackay House leads the way with 9. Cam Curry has 5. Blake Blue has 3. Benji Bates hit a huge 3. And Sam Atkins hit that backdoor layup at the horn to round out Marion's scoring. Now down on the court is a look at the state champion Marion High School dance team, which had a historic finish at the IDTA state finals. And they're showing off their hardware here at home. They've got their sectional plaque, they've got their state trophies, they've got their NDTC qualifying banner.
They also placed 9th in the nation at the Universal Dance Association National Dance Team Championship.
They were 9th in the nation at the national championship, which was the highest finish for this group in team history. They also won the first team title in AA Jazz in program history, and as storied and successful as this Marion High School dance program has been through the years under Coach Laura Sanders, to accomplish something that they have never done in their team history is pretty impressive. So a well-deserved recognition by this big crowd. They have 33 state championships in the history of their program. Most all of those coming under Coach Lori Dobbs Sanders and her long, successful run as the coach. So congratulations to this dance program. I think we're going to get a look at maybe their state championship jazz routine down on the court. We will have to talk over it with the music. We do not want to be copyright struck and have our stream taken down here tonight. But we do want to recognize these girls for their accomplishments and their hard work, which are just some of a recent run of success by various Marion athletic programs here in the last few weeks, as Marion has been busy from the junior high on up, and we will start at the junior high level, where our Ross Swinford and Aaron Price have been busy, along with help from Gage Johnson this week at the SIJ-HSAA Class L Boys State Tournament under Coach Tim and Josh Meldacious. The Marion Junior High boys qualified for the Class L State Tournament. They were second a year ago. They had their hopes on getting back to the championship game for a rematch with Murfreesboro in the state finals, but came up just short after beating Carterville in the first round last Saturday morning up there at state. They went back Tuesday to play Whiteside in the state semifinals and came up just short. Whiteside was the eventual state champion, so no shame on that loss for Marion. They lost to the eventual state champions for the second straight year. Just a tough draw the way the bracket shook for Marion. They did return on Thursday night, and that's always a tough game after you get your hopes squashed of winning a state championship to have to go back and play for third. It's hard to sometimes get motivated, but Marion rebounded and beat Belleville West Thursday night in the fourth place game. So the junior high boys under Coach Tim and Josh Meldacious placed third at the Class L State Finals. Congratulations to the junior high Wildcats. And the future is bright for the Marion High School boys basketball program, as not only do they have those junior hires coming up the ranks, they also have a very talented freshman class, as the Marion High School freshman team under the direction of head coach Trevor Hill just wrapped an undefeated 18-0 run through their season, which capped with a South 7 Conference Championship at the South 7 Freshman Tournament this past week. And there's the look at the dance team as they are celebrating another performance down on the floor, and I'm not for certain, but that might be the last time that group gets to do that routine. I'm not sure if they have any other performances coming up, but the emotions were high for those seniors as well, performing on this Wilson Gym floor and a chance to perform in front of this home crowd. You could see how much it meant to them. And now we're going to get a look at the Marion High School Winter Guard, which also had a strong showing at the IDTA state finals. Jade Leonard was the first place state champion. Marion also had a 4th place finish at state in lyrical flag as this group. One thing I forgot to mention about the dance team, and I'll go ahead and mention it with the flag team, we do have full coverage if you want to read all their accomplishments, which include some scholarships and some academic accomplishments for these groups. We do have full coverage in this week's Marion Star print editions. We'll also get that over on our website, swinfordmediagroup.com, next week, so be checking the website or go out and pick up a paper in stores if you haven't already to read all about what these groups have done this winter. But going back to the freshman team under the direction of Coach Trevor Hill, as I was saying, 18-0 season for the Marion freshmen. They did have a few games get canceled when we had all that snow, but finishing 18-0 and wrapping up an undefeated season, winning the South 7 Conference freshman tournament up at Centralia the other night. As you see the Wildcats there with scorekeeper Ralph Walker from the championship game the other night. So between the junior high boys coming off a 3rd place finish at state, those freshmen coming up, and then the JV team, which we've seen have a strong season here at the high school as well. There's some pieces coming up when you only graduate Callahan, Roper, Benji Bates, and Sam Atkins, and then you add in some of these underclassmen coming up. Marion's got some talent coming up in the ranks, and they will be a force to be reckoned with the likes of Curry and Blue and House. And then you mix in these other guys up and down the roster who have been getting valuable varsity minutes as the season goes on, and then those other guys coming up to the varsity ranks as they graduate up. This could be a successful run coming in the next few years for this Marion basketball program. But not to only talk about the boys. When you talk about success and you talk about sustained success and going on a run, that's what the Marion High School girls program is doing right now. A year after snapping their skid of not winning regional championships over the course of 20 years. Last year they won their first regional title since 2005. Well, this year they made it back-to-back as they were also up in Centralia. It seems like a lot of these big contests are happening at Centralia. They were at the Centralia 3A Girls Regional this week, and they beat the host Orphan Annie's to win their second straight back-to-back regional championship. Congratulations to Coach Eric Griffith and the Marion High School girls program. They've got a lot of talent coming up, as well as they will return most all of that team. We did see the last week Ross and my dad Bill stream their senior night. They are losing a bunch of seniors, but when you think about Carly Midget and Niaja Curry coming back a year from now, along with Peterman and so many of those other underclassmen that will graduate up to the varsity level, the Marion girls program's poised to potentially make it 3 in a row. But good luck to them as they advance on to the sectional. And we'll have print coverage of the Lady Wildcats, the freshman boys, and the 8th grade Wildcats, along with coverage from this big game here tonight against Mount Vernon, and a jam-packed edition of next week's Marion Star print edition. You can always follow along online on the Marion Star Facebook and SwinfordMediaGroup.com as well. This will be our last planned live stream of Marion High School basketball this season. Caps off a busy week. We've streamed a lot of junior high state tournament games over the last couple weeks. We've been here for some girls contests, and we've done most all of the boys home games this year. So this will cap our winter sports live stream schedule here tonight. As always, we want to thank our sponsors, of course, starting with our presenting sponsors at the top. When you talk about Watermark Auto Group, John A. Logan College, Black Diamond, and the Illinois National Guard for presenting these contests, and then all of our other contributing sponsors like the Hub Recreation Center, Deaconess Illinois Medical Center, State Farm, Kenya Garner, First Southern Bank, Legence Bank, SouthernTrust Bank, Binkley-Ross Funeral Home, Moreland Bishop, McDonald's, Clark Natural Stone. I don't want to leave anybody out. I don't have the full list in front of me right now, but we have so many sponsors that make these streams possible week after week, year after year, going back to football season. So we're thankful for all of them making these live streams possible. That has been our John A. Logan College halftime show. It will be Mount Vernon ball when we come back for the third quarter right after this.
Black Diamond Harley Davidson presents Why I Ride.
Hi, I'm Les Ingram, and this is Why I Ride. I taught special education for 28 years. I haven't drank in 34 years. I needed something to relieve the stress, and the bike does it wonderfully. I've been riding 34 years. I currently have, through the Harley Owners Group, Ride 365, I have 649,607 miles. As a matter of fact, I don't want to go anywhere unless I'm traveling on the Harley.
Mount Vernon ball to start the third quarter as they are working from behind, 22-21, and a near turnover to start the third quarter as Cam Curry knocked that one out of bounds, a near steal and a breakaway, as the Maniacs would have loved a big dunk right in front of the Maniacs to start this third quarter. But instead, Mount Vernon will inbound again as they go right to left, wearing their road black jerseys, white Mount Vernon all caps across the chest, white numbers and orange trim. Marion in their home whites, blue numbers and gold trim. Marion in a cursive script across the chest. Each team facing their student sections now, as both teams have a couple dozen student sections on their feet. Mount Vernon's going to try to recontrol the pace of this game as they really dominated the first quarter. Then Marion took control in the second. As I talked about in our Kemper CPA halftime stats, it's two guys so far leading the way for the Rams. It's that guy who just had it knocked out of his hands, Barnes, number 1, and Shelby, number 5, combining for 20 of the Rams' 21 points. All but one Rams point has been scored by those two guys. Pro, who has the other one, inbounds it, gives to Nesbitt. He hasn't scored. Neither has Staples, 0-0 out on the court. If you're just now joining us, Cal Maurer, one of their leading scorers, not dressed tonight. Barnes forced it, missed it, now a foul. Barnes whistled for the foul as Blue secured the rebound off the Barnes miss, and Marion gets a stop to start the second half. Roper inbounds to House. Mount Vernon shows some full court pressure now. Marion beats it easily. Now House with a hurry with it. Had it stripped by Pro. Here come the Rams the other way, going right to left. Shelby kicks to Pro. Thought about the three-shot fake. Now to Shelby. They work it to Nesbitt. Neither of these teams have gotten deep into their bench tonight. Pretty much these starters are the ones you're going to see unless we have foul trouble. Right corner, Pro to Shelby to Pro. Now he's going to shoot the three. No, rebound Blue. Atkins with it the other way. Now to Blue. Nobody's scored yet in the first minute and a half of this second half. Roper to Blue on the right wing, guarded by Barnes. Dribble handoff to Roper. Give to Curry. He's got the left side of the floor to himself, and he's fouled. Holloway thought he walked. Instead, they get 0-0 Staples for his second foul, and that will put Curry at the line as they're still talking about that travel over there on that far side. Makes the first. Curry's now up to 6 points. Marion with a 2-point lead. Curry missed the second. He's 2 for 4 now at the line. Pro does get that 3 to go, so his first field goal of the game. Re-give the Rams the lead, 24-23. House, long 2 goes, and now the pace picks up as the two teams trade baskets. House leads Marion with 11. Marion's lead is 1, 25-24. Marion still in his zone. Shelby with it out on the Marion M logo. Gets across the volleyball line. Tries to shake and bake. Kick out Pro, he's feeling it. This one doesn't go. Good contest there by Roper. Rebound Blue. Handoff Curry. He brings it left to right. Across the timeline. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Atkins with it in the right corner. Kicks out Blue, top of the key. Guarded closely by Barnes. Blue takes it right towards him, cut off. Kicks it out, Curry stands with it. Out at the top of the key. Long jumper, falls down, doesn't go, doesn't get a whistle. Now it comes the other way. Shelby in a hurry with it. Out to Barnes. Barnes draws the foul. Basket goes. I think they might say it's on the floor. They're going to say it's out of bounds on the floor. So the foul is on Curry on the floor. His second. Now Vernon thought he was shooting. Instead they will inbound. Pro out to the top of the key, Nesbitt. Now Shelby gets a screen from Staples. Marion holding on to a 1-point lead, 25-24, 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Shelby out to Staples. Now it's right corner. Nesbitt, he brings it out to the top of the key. Pro, who just hit a 3 moments ago, back to Nesbitt. Nesbitt slips all the way untouched to the rim. Nobody stepped over to stop Nazavion Nesbitt, who gets his first points of the game. So after talking about those two guys, now a turnover on Marion as they threw it right into the bench. Some miscommunication, and Gillespie wants to use a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. But as I was saying at halftime, it was all Barnes and Shelby. And then, of course, right on cue to start the second half, it's 5 points from Pro and Nesbitt for the Rams, who lead 26-25. Full timeout, Marion. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
It's the Mattress Mania sale going on now at Anderson's family of stores. For 1 week only, all bedding is on sale. Plus, get same-day delivery on most mattresses, a 90-day sleep guarantee, and up to 5 years interest-free financing. So you can rest assured you have the perfect mattress no matter what. From the Mattress Mania sale, going on now at Anderson's family of stores.
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress, home of the savings giant.
At Legence Bank, we make it easy to achieve your financial goals. Working with small businesses, farmers, and individuals, we strive to be your partner in convenient, local, and personalized banking solutions. From investing in your priorities to helping our community grow, we're committed to making a difference at Legence Bank.
I always know I can count on the people at Legence to answer my questions and connect me to the services. We're back here live to start, midway through the third quarter. Out of a Marion timeout, it'll be Mount Vernon ball after a Marion turnover. We'll see what adjustments Marion has made after kind of a sluggish start here to the third quarter. The first quarter was also sluggish for the Wildcats until they turned it on the second quarter. They need to play more like they did in the second quarter here all second half if they're going to win this game. This has been kind of the MO for this Marion team all year. They kind of turn it on and turn it off at certain times. Shelby gets in the paint, dump off. Staples doesn't go, hits the floor. Offensive board, Nesbitt gets an extra possession for the Rams, leads to an open look for Pro. Rebound Barnes, up and draws the foul and some contact, and he hits the floor hard. And a chance at the line for David Barnes, who hasn't scored yet this half after 14 in the first half.
At the line, shooting 2, David Barnes.
Barnes is a 6'4", 180-pound junior forward, left-handed. Missed the free throw. 0 for 4 unofficial, 2 for 6 at the line tonight. Splits a pair there. He's up to 15 to lead all scorers, and it's a 2-point game, 27-25. We've got a South 7 Conference thriller here in the regular season finale. Curry gets it across, guarded closely by Staples. Staples is on Curry very closely. Now they switch it to Barnes. Now back to Staples. He's out there for his defense. Now it's House on the right wing. Top the key blue. They work it to Atkins. They get House under the basket for a layup. And Marion's offense is clicking when they get those backdoor plays like that one there. House leads the Wildcats. He has 13 right behind Barnes for game-high honors. Pro in the right corner. He's hit a 3, but he's also missed several. Marion kind of showing a 1-2-2 look as the 3 doesn't go for Shelby. Nice rebound there from House. Under 2.5 to go here in the third. House over to Blue in front of the Marion bench. Guarded by Barnes. Now it's Roper top the key. Hand off Curry. Marion works it around. Atkins right wing. Now Roper swings it. House. Run the same exact play that just got House a basket, and this time Atkins couldn't get it to go, but he'll be at the line for a pair. And Atkins, who scored at the first half buzzer, has a chance to add to his 2 points on the night here in his last home game as a Wildcat. Atkins gives Marion the lead, 28-27. Chance to add to it with his second throw, no good. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Shelby drives baseline, kicks out. Curry strips it. Run out opportunity. Curry's fouled. And a wise foul there from Nesbitt. Otherwise, Curry might have brought the roof off this place, as he had all the momentum in the world going right towards his fan section. And the nice crowd here on Jam the Gym night would have erupted if Curry would have thrown that one down. Instead, it's a chance for 2 at the line, and he missed it. One for 3 in this half at the free throw line for Curry. 1 of 2 again. Marion's kind of stuck on that. Instead, it's being up as many as 4 to 5 points with some free throws. They're only up 2, 29-27. Roper with the near takeaway, and he's whistled for a foul. You got to like the aggression there from Callahan.
22, Callahan Roper, his second.
Just his second foul, nothing to worry about there. No bonus yet, just 3 team fouls on the Cats. Shelby walks it across. Under a minute 40 now in the third. This one might come down to the wire here. 21-7. Mount Vernon, who beat the Wildcats in the only other matchup this year at the new Chagnon Gym up at Mount Vernon, versus 15-11 Marion. Mount Vernon in second place in the conference at 5-2, Marion at 3-4. These two teams last year met in this exact game, a game Marion won, and then in the regional, Mount Vernon knocked off Marion. These two teams always seem to play each other very evenly when they get together. Under a minute to go here in the third. Mount Vernon taking the air out of the basketball to wind down the third quarter. .40 before the third quarter horn. Shelby holds out at the three-quarter court mark. Now it's over to Nesbitt. Back to Shelby. Mount Vernon wants the last shot. Marion looks content giving it to him. They're not trying to take it. Sitting back in this zone pressure that's given Mount Vernon some trouble. Very low scoring quarter. It was 22-21 at the half. 7-6 in this quarter. Now Mount Vernon runs their offense. Shelby, tough shot, doesn't go. Rebound comes to House. Roper's gonna have time at the horn if he throws it. Oh, it hits the backboard, no good. It will be Marion ball to start the fourth. They'll go into the fourth with a 29-27 lead. And as I was talking about at halftime, the regional championship girls basketball team is being recognized down on the court. Back-to-back regional champions. Head coach Eric Griffin. Assistant coach Ed Ware. And the back-to-back regional champion Lady Wildcats getting some well-deserved recognition from this big crowd. They're on their way to the sectional. And their season is still alive, and it feels good for them to go back to practice tomorrow and get ready for that sectional after they won the regional championship with a win over Centralia the other night. Congratulations to the Lady Wildcats. We'll keep it here for the start of the fourth quarter, as it will be Marion ball holding on to a 29-27 lead. As I was saying, it was just 7-6 in that quarter. Very low scoring, slow tempo game. The last time these two teams played at Mount Vernon, it was 61-57 in overtime. So we're not even halfway to that mark yet. Head into the fourth quarter. Roper will inbound to Curry, and we'll see how Marion, if they continue to have this lead, manages the clock. House gets it alone on the right side, can't convert, gets his own rebound. Tough shot, hits every part of the rim and falls. House now ties Barnes for game high honors. They both have 15. Marion with the 2-possession lead. In this kind of game, that feels like a huge lead, 31-27. Pro, cut off. Back out to Nesbitt. Swings it to Shelby. Shelby directs the offense. This zone has given Mount Vernon all sorts of trouble tonight. Nesbitt picks it up. Now it's Barnes in the high post. Might have got away with the travel. Curry gets it. Curry drives baseline, wraparound pass, Blue. Offensive foul, Blake Blue. Lowered his shoulder on Barnes. And that's now 3 on Blue. They're going to keep him in. Sub for the Rams, number 2, Jaden Wilson, comes into the ball game. Has he been in yet? So I think this is the first appearance so far for Jaden Wilson in this game, coming in a big moment here in the fourth quarter. Out on the volleyball line. Now they work it inside Barnes, and he powers it up and in. So Barnes has got 17. That's his first field goal of the second half. Back to a one-possession game, 31-29. 6:14 to go, and it will stay Marion ball. Callahan Roper will inbound. Gives it to Atkins. One-on-one. All the way to the rim. No whistle. Put back Mackay House. So House continues to match Barnes for game high honors. House has 8 all in the second half, or 8 of his 17 in the second half. Pro, 3, no good. Offensive board, Barnes, you got to box him out. Rebound, no good. Gets his own putback, and now it goes. So Barnes is heating back up, and that's a bad sign for Marion. They're going to have to start checking him on the rebounds as it's back to a one-possession game, 33-31. 5.5 minutes to go in this game. Curry with it. Terminates his dribble out to Atkins, now Roper. Atkins on the right wing. Finds House under the basket, and House and Barnes continue to go back and forth. Marion has ran that play several times tonight to get a layup under the rim. Mount Vernon doesn't know how to stop it. Back to a 2-possession lead. Dribble handoff, Wilson. Out on the volleyball line, dribbling with his right hand. Marion Maniacs getting into it. Pro swings out, Wilson. Shelby thought about the 3, shot faked, drove, kick, Pro. Open from here to Mount Vernon, doesn't go, rebound Curry. Curry through 3 defenders, finds House, floater, short, rebound Barnes. Barnes is going to lead his own break. 4.5 minutes to go in this ball game. Staples holds, hands off to Shelby. Marion up 2 possessions, 35-31. Barnes, not much of an outside threat. Kicks it to Shelby and fouled by Curry.
Marion foul number 24, Cam Curry, his 3rd.
That's now 3 on Curry. 2 team fouls on the Wildcats. 4:21 to go in this ball game. Shelby out on the Marion M. High ball screen from Shelby. Thought about it. Kicks to Pro, back to Shelby. High post, Barnes. Over 3 defenders, gets it to go. Foul on Blue is his 4th. And Barnes, Mount Vernon's going to get Nesbitt back in for Wilson. So Wilson gave Nesbitt a quick blow. But as I was saying, Barnes has 21 to lead all scorers, a chance to add to it at the line, and it goes. 35-34 on our scoreboard. Powered by Watermark Auto Group. Roper hands to Curry. Finds Atkins behind the defense for 2. Nice pass. And Mount Vernon keeps falling asleep on their backside. 3-point Marion lead. Shelby out to Nesbitt. Barnes working from the high post. Draws 2 defenders. Pulls it out. Staples back to Nesbitt. Under 3:30 to go now in this game. First one went to overtime. Will the second matchup also go to an extra period? And now a foul on the floor on Atkins.
Marion foul number 4, Sam Atkins, his 2nd, 4th team foul.
4 team fouls on the Wildcats, so the next one will put Mount Vernon at the line. Something to watch. Pro to inbound. Looking. Finds Nesbitt. Drives baseline. Cut off. And Staples flips it up and in. His first bucket at the game comes at a huge moment to make it a 1-point game. 37-36 Marion. Here at home in front of the big crowd on senior night and Jam the Gym night at Wilson Gym. Roper threw it away. Pro with it the other way. Barnes in transition, up over Roper to charge. A heads-up play by Callahan. Roper to make up for the turnover, drawing the foul on David Barnes and giving Marion back the ball. And now the Marion Maniacs are letting David Barnes know about it. And a big heads-up play there by the senior Roper, and that's what he does. Not going to fill up the stat sheet with points, but he does all the little things for this Marion team. Taking care of the basketball, making heads-up plays on defense, and that's why they'll miss him along with Adkins and Bates, the three seniors playing here on senior night. Most of the offense, the scoring will come back with Blue and House and Curry, but they're going to miss the little things that these seniors do. And now Blue draws a foul, and he'll head to the line. Fouls on 0-0. Jay-Sean Staples. They say it was on the floor, so Marion will inbound. House in front of Marion's bench. 2:40 to go in this highly contested South 7 Conference showdown between two rivals. Curry doesn't get the floater to go. Mount Vernon with the chance to retake the lead. This is the guy they want to have it. It's Barnes up over Blue, and it goes. Barnes has taken over this game. 38-37, Mount Vernon re-has the lead. Atkins, all behind the defense from Curry, goes up and scores. What a pass from Curry. Marion has found the weak spot in Mount Vernon's defense, and they keep going to it. 39-38, 2 minutes to go. We're going to have a dramatic finish. Don't go anywhere. Under 2 minutes to play. Marion with the steal. Shelby threw it away. Marion with a 1-point lead and the basketball. House with the chance to add to it. Doesn't go. Got his own rebound. Second chance goes. 3-point Marion lead. Now a timeout, Mount Vernon. Mackay House. 12 second half points. 21 to lead the Wildcats, and they're up 3 here on senior night at home. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the finish for you when we come back here live on the Swinford Media Group.
Hey, this is Michael Anderson, owner of Anderson Boys Trash Service. We are locally owned and operated. We are reliable and affordable. Weekly trash service. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I appreciate you, and my family appreciate the business.
Now serving residential and commercial properties with roll-off dumpster rentals available. Call 618-925-1215 or find us on Facebook at Anderson Boys Trash Service.
We've got a great finish shaping up here in the South 7 Conference battle between the Mount Vernon Rams and Marion Wildcats. Where Mount Vernon trails Marion 41-38, 1:33 to go. Mount Vernon has 3 timeouts, Marion has 2. And buckle in, we've got an exciting finish for you. And an offensive foul on Mount Vernon. So Staples has fouled out. They got him on an illegal screen, and his night's through, so Wilson will check back in.
Checking in for the Rams, number 2, J.D. Wilson.
So this night will finish without Jay-Sean Staples in the ballgame. He has fouled out. 1:24 to go. Still anybody's game. Marion's got to beat the pressure. Timeout, Marion. They still had 2 timeouts, so they're going to use a full and talk it over as the pressure was giving Curry some issues. We'll step aside as well. We've got an action-packed minute and a half for you still coming your way.
At The Hub, we're not just a fitness center. We're a community powered by people who care. Our dedicated staff will guide you every step of the way on our world-class fitness floor. Dive into fun in our aquatic center. And with our fitness and aquatics classes, there's something for everyone. Join us for family events that bring our community closer. We're people-powered and we are here for you, creating a fitness experience that feels like family. Join us today at The Hub, where health and happiness meet.
Welcome to Wit Wisdom, located at 202 North Market in downtown Marion, Illinois. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. Stop in and check out our spirit wear, custom tees, embroidery services, and more, all in a historical boutique setting. Check us out anytime online at www.witandwisdomstore.com.
That last timeout was brought to you by Dr. Michael Lawler, our official timeout sponsor on all of our streams. Thanks to Dr. Michael Lawler for joining us this season as one of our sponsors. A minute 15 to go. Out of the timeout. Curry to Atkins. Dump off, House. Layup goes. Mackay House with 23. 2-possession lead, 43-38. Marion beat the pressure beautifully there out of the timeout. Under a minute to go. Marion Maniacs trying to get this crowd on their feet. Maurer in the left corner. Kick out, Shelby. Nesbitt inside, Barnes is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Foul is on Sam Atkins.
Sam Atkins, his third.
3 now on Atkins. And now Barnes will be at the line shooting 2. Takes his time. Goes. 4-point game, 40 seconds to go. Both teams will shoot the bonus the rest of the way. Barnes spins it. Second free throw goes. Hits him in clutch time. He struggled earlier in this game. 3-point game, 43-30. 43-40, I should say. Timeout, Marion. So Marion will use their final timeout. Timeout brought to you by Dr. Michael Lawler, Marion's hometown physician, a proud sponsor of the Marion Stars Wildcat basketball live streams. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Hi, I'm Tyler Young with the Print Shop here in Marion. We're on the square. We just got done doing some perforated vinyl here at Swinford Publications. So this is the vinyl that you can see out, but people can't see in, and it gives a nice little look and feel to a number of different kinds of businesses. So come see us at the Print Shop. We're at 1112 North Carbon, next to AutoZone behind Hardee's.
Under 40 seconds to go in this regular season finale. The Wildcats trying to win here on senior night. Roper, the quarterback, threw a touchdown to Cam Curry. What a pass that was, as Roper put that one right on the dot where Curry could go up and get it. Now Curry did not play football. That would have been a scary sight to see him as one of Roper's receivers. But he knew how to go up and get that one. Now a chance to stretch this Marion lead to 2 possessions. First one doesn't go. Missed them both. He's now 2 for 6 at the line, but Blake Blue gets the rebound, but it's tied up, and the arrow favors the Rams. So a bad break there on the possession arrow for the Cats. And now this near capacity crowd is on their feet. Mount Vernon's going to have to burn a timeout to talk about it. They will still have 2 timeouts after this one. So with 31.1 seconds to go, We've got a one-possession game. Mount Vernon basketball. Don't go anywhere. This timeout brought to you by Dr. Michael Lawler, Marion's hometown physician, a proud sponsor of Marion Wildcat basketball here on the Swinford Media Group. We'll be right back.
Since 1999, Clark Natural Stone is a family-owned business that strives to not only offer you the best selection of rock and mulch in the country, but also provide you with the best service. Clark Natural Stone Slinger Truck is a great option when you need rock, sand, or gravel placed in an area not easily accessible to a conventional dump bed. To schedule your delivery or to ask any questions, call 618-997-3889 or visit our website, clarknaturalstone.com.
Contact Kenya Garner for an auto quote today.
Near capacity crowd on their feet. PA announcer John Walford encouraging this near capacity crowd to get on their feet. Now Vernon throws it away. Now they got a foul. Foul on Barnes as Curry stole the pass. Pro threw it away. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. They call a foul first on Marion. I didn't hear the whistle because of the crowd, so they got Marion on the whistle first. That one was on House. Pro's at the line, he hits the first. I thought Marion had stolen it, but instead they got House for a foul and Pro with the chance to make it a one-point game. Does. Clutch free throws there by Eli Pro. Marion out inbound. Curry. They want to foul him as he just missed a pair moments ago, and now a chance to stretch it back to three. Got to at least hit one of two here.
Graham foul on number 12, Eli Perot, his third. Team bonus at the line, shooting 2 for the Wildcats. Curry.
He's 3 for 6 at the line in the game. 19.5 seconds to play. First free throw goes. Big one there. Split a pair. 2-point Marion lead. Now a decision for Mount Vernon. Do you go for the tie or do you go for the win here on the road? The first matchup went to overtime. We wouldn't go to OT again, would we? This timeout brought to you by Dr. Michael Lawler, the official timeout sponsor. Call Dr. Michael Lawler for all of your wellness needs. This will be a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hi, I'm Joni, Director at Binkley-Ross Funeral Homes. When you're faced with loss, it's comforting to know that someone who understands your pain is here to help. That's why I brought Blue and Mitchell Hughes Funeral Homes back under local ownership alongside Binkley-Ross Funeral Home. We've been serving Marion and Williamson County families with compassion and care for years, and we know how important it is to feel supported in your time of need. If you have questions or concerns about your previous arrangements, we're here to support you with understanding and kindness. You can always rely on us for honesty, respect, and care you deserve. Marion is not only my home, Marion is my heart.
Mount Vernon ball down 2 on the road. 14.1 seconds. Before this one is through. We'll see what they drew up here. Do you go for the tie or the win? Looks like they're going. Well, it looks like they wanted the 3. Now they got to shoot the 2. Maybe not the shot they wanted. Doesn't go by Nesbitt. Atkins with the rebound. Clock expires. Ball game. Marion wins. Senior night. Heroics for the Wildcats as they get revenge on the earlier season loss to the Rams. The first one went to overtime. Marion made sure this one ended in regulation, and they get the stop they needed. They took away Barnes and Shelby on that final possession. They forced Nesbitt to take an ill-advised shot. Atkins got the rebound and threw it out as time expired. And the Wildcats celebrate their 16th win of the season on senior night. And their regular season finale with the momentum heading into the regional, where they'll play Mascoutah next week at Mascoutah. The Wildcats win their biggest game of the year. The Rams, with just their 8th loss of the season, they fall to 21-8. Marion improves to 16-11. They'll finish the conference schedule an even 4-4. And the Marion Maniacs waiting to storm the court, being held back by the school's security officer. But here they come as they celebrate a senior night win over the rival Rams. And for the second straight year, I believe, they have beaten the Rams on senior night. We'll be back to recap it with our Deaconess Illinois Medical Center postgame show. We'll name our Hub Recreation Center player of the game. Looks like they're getting manager Dustin Edwards in the middle of their celebration down there. Looked like they wanted to pick him up. I'm not sure he was going to let that happen. We'll name our Thrillville thrilling moment of the game. We'll talk about our stats from Kemper CPA Group as well. And we'll talk about what's ahead and recap this exciting 44-42 senior night win for the Wildcats. Right after this, this is the Marion Stars Wildcat Game Day.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Your dream wedding gown awaits at Blush and Ivory Bridal, the most recommended bridal boutique in Southern Illinois. At Blush and Ivory, you won't be lost in the crowd. With every private appointment, the entire boutique is yours. Just you, your loved ones, and your personal stylist. Together, you'll discover a curated selection of gowns, veils, and accessories to create the bridal look you've always imagined. And say yes to the dress that brings out the bride in you. Schedule your private appointment today at Blush and Ivory Bridal, 307 North Market Street in Marion. Call 618-882-926.
I'm excited to represent Southern Illinois when playing basketball for SIU, and it's important to me to give back to this region. That's important to Banterra Bank also, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to be a customer. They support their communities, and with their mobile app, I can check my accounts, make payments, and more, all on my time. Plus, they offer a Saluki Visa debit card that supports SIU scholarships and athletics.
That was an easy win for me.
Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Do you feel like your business is sinking in accounting and payroll work? Are business taxes and confusing technology dragging you down? Call the experts at Kemper CPA Group. We'll answer your questions and give you the tools to keep your business afloat.
What a night this was on senior night. The Wildcats escape with a 44-42 senior night thrilling win over the Mount Vernon Rams. And as Dad mentioned at the start of this broadcast before I could get here, this was a rescheduled game. These two teams were supposed to play earlier this season, had a weather cancellation because of the snow that hit earlier this winter, and this moved this game to the senior night, and what a way for the Wildcats to script it up. I don't think you could schedule it any differently, any better. Instead of, I'm not sure what the other senior night game would have been before this, but to get this game in the fashion that it was, the back and forth thriller in front of this big crowd on Jam the Gym night, I don't think the Wildcats would trade anything for it. These seniors to beat Mount Vernon on senior night in front of this big crowd, avenging that heartbreaking loss earlier in the season up at Mount Vernon in overtime. What a finish this was in the regular season finale, and Marion will now head to Mascoutah next week to play the host Indians in the 4-5 game, with the winner tasked with playing the best team in the state, East St. Louis, in the next round. But right now, Marion won't even think about that one. They'll celebrate this one as long as they can. A 44-42 thriller. Inside the Numbers brought to you by Kemper CPA Group LLP. To recap the scoring, Mackay House, 23 points to lead the Wildcats. 14 of those coming in the second half. He had 9 at halftime, exploded for 14, all on twos. He just had 1 3 tonight. All of his second half points were 2-point field goals to really put Marion on his back. He mostly scored around the rim, didn't have a lot in transition. This was really a half-court game. He was the lone Wildcat in double figures with 23, a low-scoring game, so you're not going to have a lot of high scorers tonight. Sam Atkins had 7, but they were all very critically placed, very crucial points in the game where Sam Atkins slipped behind Mount Vernon's defense, got behind the pressure, and had 2-point field goals around the rim. He also had a free throw, missed 1 free throw, 1 for 2 at the line to finish with 7 points. Cam Curry had 8. Could have been in double figures, missed free throws, had some trouble at the foul line tonight, but finished with 8. He had 2 field goals and hit 4 of 10 free throws at the line, missed 6 free throws tonight. He would like to have those back. Blake Blue had 3 all in the first half. So Marion just puts 4 in the scoring column tonight, but that was all it took for their 44 points. For Mount Vernon, it was David Barnes. It was the David Barnes show, I should say, as he led the Rams. He had 14 in the first half. In the second half. He finishes with 26 to lead the Rams, just ahead of Mackay House for game high honors. Lucas Shelby had 6 all in the first half. Marion really took him out of the game in the second half. The defensive pressure really limited him running the point for the Rams. Eli Pro hit a 3 and 3 field goals to finish with 6 as well. Xavier Nesbitt had 2 to round out the scoring. Oh, sorry, Jay-Sean Staples also had 2. So Barnes, the only Ram in double figures with a loud 26. Staples and Nesbitt both with 2. Shelby and Pro both with 6 for Coach Tim Holloway's bunch, who fall to 21 and 8. They were without the services of Cal Maurer tonight, one of their senior leaders. So that would have played a factor, but you got to play the game, and Marion won the game 44-42. So now it's time to name our last Hub Recreation Center player of the game of the season, and really tonight you could give it to all 3 of the seniors. And we'll throw in Dustin Edwards, the manager, as well. Sam Atkins, Callahan Roper, Benji Bates, and Dustin Edwards, the 4 seniors who are honored tonight for the Wildcat basketball program. On the stat sheet, you're going to see Mackay House is 23 and say, well, there's your star of the game. But on senior night, just like we did for the girls back on their senior night, Callahan Roper, he doesn't score tonight, but makes several big plays in this game. Had a couple big takeaways on defense, couple big stops. He took a huge charge after turning it over. He turned around, took a charge on Barnes down the stretch. Several of those backdoor plays, several of those plays where Marion slipped behind the defense and got plays around the rim were courtesy of passes from Roper. He always handles the inbounds. You know, the quarterback from the football team, they trust him to take the ball out of bounds and make the right reads, put the ball right where it needs to go. And Mount Vernon was pressuring down the stretch, and he threw an absolute dime to Cam Curry right on the spot where it needed to go. If that pass gets intercepted or deflected or stolen, the ending of this game might be a lot different. So shout out to Callahan Roper on senior night. Sam Atkins, another senior, had 7. And Benji Bates had a huge 3. That play isn't talked about enough as Marion was rallying in the second quarter to take control of this game, to take momentum as that first half was winding down right in front of Mount Vernon's bench. A huge shot. Took a lot of guts to shoot that shot. He's not one of Marion's prolific scorers. He's a seldom used role player, 6th man off the bench. But to have the whereabouts to step up and shoot that 3 in a gutsy moment of the game. Shout out to Benji Bates. And then, of course, the unsung hero of this program, Dustin Edwards, a manager, I believe, for all 4 years of high school. Doing all the work behind the scenes, passing out waters, helping with stats, helping with equipment. He's never going to play in a game, never going to get subbed in, never going to have the glory on the court, but to be a manager is a special thing. And shout out Dustin Edwards, the Marion senior manager as well. So those 4 seniors are our Hub Recreation Center players of the game. They'll be congratulated by the Hub Recreation Center on social media next week. A picture of them will be posted courtesy of our photographer down on the court tonight, Sheila Burns. And they'll also be honored with a special swag package once this season is complete and all of the honors are distributed at the end of the school year. So thanks to the Hub for their ongoing partnership. We appreciate Olivia over there at the Hub for continuing to partner with us and make these player of the game honors possible. We've got one more thing to do here on our Deaconess Illinois Medical Center postgame show before we sign off for the last time this basketball season. It's the Black Diamond family of businesses Thrillville thrilling moment of the game. Lots of thrilling moments in this game. Lots of plays you could look back on. It was a little different than some of the home games we've had this year that have been more higher scoring and above the rim and dunks and alley-oops and stuff out in transition. This was much more of a physical half-court game tonight. Much more of a chess match between 2 very well-coached teams. With a lot of X's and O's and 2 very experienced, very successful coaching staffs that know each other very well going head-to-head. So we didn't have the usual rim rattling, Cam Curry, Mackay House, fast break dunks tonight. But we did have some well-executed plays, and it's going to be that Benji Bates corner 3 in the first half is our Thrillville thrilling moment of the game. As Bates, I believe it might have been his only shot attempt of the game on senior night. A huge 3, a play he will not soon forget. Congratulations to Benji Bates for that big shot on senior night. And after that, Marion, they didn't lead from that point on. Mount Vernon had retaken the lead a few times down the stretch, but I would say Marion really had the momentum, had this big crowd, the Marion Maniacs student section and all the fans here for the Unit 2 Foundation's Jam the Gym, really on their side from that point forward, really kind of flipped what had been a sluggish start. If you remember to start this game, it was 13-5 after 1, then Marion led 22-21 at halftime, 29-27 after 3, on their way to a 44-42 win. So that will do it for our last Marion Star Wildcat Game Day presentation of live Marion High School basketball from the Swinford Media Group. What a season it has been. We've brought you several boys games, several girls games. We had some junior high state tournament games this past week. Thanks to all of our sponsors all season long. It's really been almost nonstop going back to football season. We don't get to travel as much during basketball as we do in the football season, but basketball has more games, and we were able to do well over 10 boys contests and a handful of girls contests along with those 3 junior high state games. So thanks to all of our sponsors for about our 20 winter live streams. It makes our lives so much easier when we have the support of all of our sponsors who many of whom have been with us since the start of these streams back in 2019. So we'll stay posted on our social media. We might do some soccer this spring. Baseball and softball are hard to stream just from a logistical standpoint with positioning on the field and the time of day they play and staffing and that kind of thing. But stay tuned. We might have opportunities to bring you some more games before the school year is complete. As always, watch our WFCN News and Marion Star Facebook pages for updates on when we will go live next. Print coverage, as always, in the Marion Star newspaper, courtesy of our reporter, William Bateman, along with help from photographers Tony Kendrick and Sheila Burns. Thanks to Ross Swinford for all of his hard work behind the scenes this season, including the state tournament where he did several games in the Class S, Class M, and Class L state finals this past week. Aaron Price helping a lot with those as well. Thanks to Bill Swinford, who got us started here tonight before he had to go to another obligation. And thanks to all of our staff back at our office who make these broadcasts possible behind the scenes. So we hope you've enjoyed them as much as we've enjoyed bringing them to you. I'm Riley Swinford on behalf of the Swinford Media Group, thanking you for your ongoing support. Until next time, good night from Wilson Gym.
Thanks for watching this live stream of Marion High School athletics on the Wildcat Gameday. The action is brought to you by the Swinford Media Group and all of our sponsors. Watermark Auto Group, John A. Logan College, Black Diamond Family of Businesses, Illinois Army National Guard, Deaconess Illinois Medical Center, Binkley-Ross Funeral Home, Legence Bank, First Southern Bank, Bank of Herrin, Banterra Bank, Garner State Farm Insurance, Paul Jacobs for Senate, SouthernTrust Bank, Marion Plumbing, Austin Dickson, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Anderson Boys Trash Service, The Roofing Guys, Anderson's Furniture, SIU Credit Union, Clark Natural Stone, Kemper CPA Group, Wit Wisdom, The Hub Recreation Center, The Print Shop, Blush and Ivory Bridal Boutique, Moreland, Bishop McDonald's,